Hi everyone, this is Chris Van Mierlo. Thank you for taking the time to join us as we celebrate our 150th anniversary at Pacific Life. We're fortunate today to have Dewey Bushaw here to join us, the Executive Vice President of the Retirement Solutions Division. Dewey, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Chris. Excited to be here.
I know you don't go as far back as 150 years, but in terms of the division and the start of the division, can you talk a little bit about what it was like at the launch of the annuities SBU back in 1994, and what were your expectations back then for the division?
Well, maybe not 150 years, but we can go back 23.
Okay.
And back then it was Bill Robinson, myself, and our assistant. And it was, you're correct, it was a strategic business unit, SBU. And we actually had two heads of the unit. We had a head of technology and operations, and then the head of sales and marketing, which was Bill Robinson. So it was kind of an auspicious start, but from there we've grown into now 930 plus employees.
What were your expectations back then in '94 from a sales perspective, and what you wanted to create as a sales unit?
Back then, we had no reputation because we really didn't exist from the standpoint of much in the way of sales when we first began. But you know, our original products were only variable annuities. It wasn't until really 2009 that we moved into fixed annuities in a major way and mutual funds. So back then it was variable annuities, and we, you know, by 2007 we were up to about 12 billion in sales.
It's been a great team effort over those 24 years for sure. Talk a little bit about the evolution of the division over that period of time. You know, we talk about the early years, you know, where there wasn't a lot of sales, and then we did some expansion of our products. Can you talk about the strategy behind that?
In '09 into other multiple areas of product, and formulated really a strategy that no one else has been able to adopt successfully since we did, and that was consultative distribution. And now we've kind of remade ourselves with this new strategy. It's been very successful. And of course now, as you know, we are embarking on a new endeavor with respect to digital and innovation as this industry evolves.
When you think about some of the ways that we've responded through the financial crisis, how did that affect the division, and what were some of the thoughts going through your mind at that time?
Well, at that time, I think I had the same thoughts that everyone else did within the industry and really across the landscape of the businesses in America, and that was what is going on. And we were in the grips of a really tough time. And so was the industry, and so was Pacific Life. But we were able to weather the storm very well. We did not take any government money to be able to help us through that period. We're very proud of that.
We're coming up on the 150th anniversary, and that's a big milestone for the company that we'll be celebrating. What do you think it means to the company to achieve that duration of time and consistency, not only to the company itself, but also to the clients out there?
As you know, Leland Stanford created this company almost now 150 years ago. And so when you really think about that, I think it was fourth or fifth governor of the state. You know, he had opportunity along with other gentlemen to be able to grow the infrastructure of California, you know, and as everything had begun moving west, pretty exciting time. And to know that that's when we began, and here we are today. I don't know how many companies can go back that far. I think we're either a 303rd or 304th on the Fortune 500 list. Is pretty exciting. And of course, a lot of change over that 150 years. And a lot more change to come, but I think we're well positioned to be able to go through the change in the future, knowing what we've been able to handle up to now.
Dewey, thanks so much for taking the time to join us today to talk about the 150th anniversary at Pacific Life. Really enjoyed your insights of what happened in the division over the last 24 years, and also getting insights about the history of Pacific Life from your perspective.
Well, thank you, Chris. I enjoyed it.